If you've ever dreamed of serving justice to someone who thought they'd get away with hurting others, hit that like button and subscribe. Because the story, it's a digital takedown so cold, so calculated, you'll be replaying the ending in your head for days. Back when the internet felt like a new world. Before smartphones tracked every move and algorithms knew your secrets, I was just a college kid, working a part-time admin job at my local junior college, trying to save money, and doing what a lot of broke students do, moving in with my girlfriend. Let's call her Lucy. She and I weren't anything flashy. We split groceries, shared Wi-Fi, and watched late-night reruns while our ramen boiled. It wasn't perfect, but it was home. One night, Lucy invited a friend over from one of her classes. I didn't think much of it. Said sure, the more the merrier. We made it a game night. That's when she walked in. Sarah, I blinked in surprise. We'd gone to high school together. Not close. But we knew each other well enough to laugh at old teachers and reminisce about who got hot and who didn't. It was a good night. A great night, actually. And it kicked off a routine. Sarah coming over for dinners, for movie nights, for long talks that spilled into midnight. She brought a kind of warmth that blended seamlessly into our home. Then she brought him. Jay, the boyfriend. Tall, quiet, always standing just slightly apart from everyone. Like he was half scanning the room and half judging it. He came maybe twice. 3 times, tops. Each time, the room would stiffen, like the air got sucked out. Conversations turned cautious. Laughter dried up. He didn't say much, but his silence was heavy. Condescending, almost, like we were wasting his precious time. After the 3rd visit, he never came again. No one missed him. One night, well past 10 p.m., Sarah called Lucy, crying. Her voice was cracked glass, shaky, fragile, raw. We told her to come over, no questions asked. When she walked in, it looked like she'd barely made it. Her eyes were red. Her hands trembled as she clutched her bag. Lucy pulled her into the bedroom, away from the light, and I waited outside, fists clenched without even realizing. Later, Lucy told me what happened. Jay had accused Sarah of cheating. With me? With Lucy? Who knows? The guy was unhinged. He screamed at her, called her things I won't repeat. And when she tried to leave, he shoved her. She tripped, fell over a coffee table, crashed to the ground, hard. Sarah showed Lucy the bruise on her back, said it was just an accident. That Jay had never done something like that before, but you could hear the doubt in her voice. I didn't need to see the bruise to feel the rage bloom in my chest. I'm a big guy. People have always assumed I could fight just because of my size. But I've never been violent. Never wanted to be. Until that night, I wanted to find him, make him feel what she felt. But even more than that, I wanted him to know he wasn't untouchable. And that's when the idea hit me. I didn't need to swing fists. I had something better. Access. See, part of my student job included access to school systems. I could pull student IDs, view class schedules, check registration history, and the deadline to change class enrollments without penalty? It was just a few days away. I logged in, typed in Jay's name. There it was, his entire semester laid out in front of me. I stared at the screen for a long time. Was I really going to do this? Then I remembered Sarah's voice, broken and shaking. I clicked. One by one, I dropped every class he was enrolled in. But I wasn't done. I went through the course catalog and added every open class that had a fee attached. Art supplies, science labs, tech courses, anything that cost extra. By the time I logged out, Jay was no longer a full-time student. He was just a ticking time bomb, and he didn't even know it yet. There's one detail I haven't mentioned yet. Jay was a foreign student. If he wasn't enrolled in enough units, he'd lose his visa, could be deported, flagged, denied transcripts. Did I go too far? Maybe, but that bruise on Sarah's back said otherwise. I never checked his file again. Didn't want to trail. Didn't want to risk being caught. But a week later, Sarah gave me the best unintentional update. She came over, this time smiling, nervous but lighter. Turns out she had an English class with Jay. Hadn't seen him since the breakup. Until that day. He walked in like nothing happened. sat down like he still belonged. But there was a new student in the room, standing in the back, waiting for a seat. The professor glanced around, confused. Too many bodies. So she pulled up the class roster, started calling names. Jay's wasn't on the list. He stood up confused, tried to argue, said there must be a mistake. But the professor was firm. If your name's not here, I can't let you stay. And just like that, he was out. Sarah never saw him again. I never got to see his face when he realized his entire semester had vanished. But I imagined it. The panic, the emails that bounced, the holds on his account, the visa office sending those dreaded letters, and the final realization that someone had outplayed him without ever being in the same room. He hurt someone I cared about. So I hurt something he cared about more, his future. Sometimes I wonder if I went too far. But then I remember the look on Sarah's face when she knew she was finally safe. Revenge doesn't always come with fists and fury. Sometimes the best payback is just paperwork. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and subscribe for more real-life revenge stories that hit harder than any movie. And tell us in the comments, what's your most satisfying justice moment? Because sometimes karma just needs a little push.